Welcome back to Daily Update on my 1000 Days Challenge. This is day 388. So let's get things started. As you know, today is actually the weekly closing of Bitcoin itself. So it seems that we have closed consecutive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth consecutive green candlestick itself. So yes, there's a strong potential that we could have a pullback maybe this week, next week, or the following week itself is very highly likely in this particular scenario. And if we actually retest this 20 exponential moving average, which is currently around 42K each region, if we have a light retest in terms of volume-wise, and a very nice strong bounce off of it, then there'll be a very nice good sign that we could have a very strong push upwards towards the upside momentum itself. So there is something to take note of. And if you look in terms of MACD itself, we can also see we have a crossover from last week itself. So definitely it's a good sign and a potential itself. Not to say that we cannot have some retracement. So a light retracement will be a very good sign for entry for a long term trading pattern per se. All right, and looking in terms of the balance itself, do think there was a distinct drop in terms of experimental trade setup. So I did enter a long setup, but unfortunately there was a sharp pullback before the trend actually pushed towards the upside right again. So that's where I actually missed on some of the experimental trade up opportunity itself, and I actually took in terms of stop losses that impacted on this. So around 5 or 6, 6 of them were actually stop locked. If I'm not wrong, 5 of them. So yeah, you can see the result in terms of the decrease of the equity based on that. So otherwise, if you look in terms of the market structure update itself, today is just a Monday itself. So updating on the weekly chart itself, Bitcoin still remains neutral on the weekly chart technically. So until we have a retracement itself and then a push towards the upside, then tentatively there will definitely be a shift in terms of momentum very strongly. Because not only are we forming higher highs, we have also confirmed a lower low instead of potential just strong dead cat bounce kind of position, simply because we are not seeing increase in terms of volume just as well. So that's something to be very cautious about, even though we are bouncing very strongly right now in terms of price wise, but not in terms of volume wise. All right, so looking on the daily chart itself, we also do see some sort of hesitant, and you can see the momentum has decreased, even though price is going upside. We have seen a decrease in terms of momentum or volume itself. So I also did mention that over here is definitely a key resistance region itself, and we're very much close to touching the 0.618. So in my opinion, it's already considered yes touch. So if a strong rejection does take place over the next maybe 8 hours, and we form a red candlestick on it, candlestick on it, in which case you're looking over here in terms of volume picking up. If we don't have a strong bounce off this 20 exponential moving average, and in fact we actually close below it, then I'll be very keen to just close 100% of this price action trade if I would have entered this trade itself. Reason being is because I've already seen that there's a decrease of momentum, a bearish divergence on the 4-hour chart, and also a key resistance region on the daily and on the weekly chart itself. It is region of rejection itself. So with that said, I've come to the end of the day. If you guys need to say, yeah, so basically this is the reason of why I'm thinking of exiting a trade if you have entered based on price action itself. Otherwise, with that said, I've come to the end of today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by your comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.